How are you doing? So, yes, you saw the title. This video is about my experiences in prison. I was in prison for 6 months for a crime that I did not commit. And I actually sent an email to a few people after I got out of prison. Probably some people didn't even believe me. Maybe they thought that I did something wrong. You know why I was arrested? It took a long time for me to figure out. Like, I was asking everyone. I asked the lawyers. I mean, the government lawyers who are kind of asking me like, there is a legal team in prison. Okay, if you don't have any lawyer, if you cannot afford to get a lawyer, they will appoint a government lawyer. And even for getting a government lawyer, you have to speak to the prison authorities. Okay, and you have to tell them the situation. And we got a lot of notifications, man. So I was about to say something I forgot. Okay, regarding this, the legal team. Okay, uh, yeah, this is it. See, suddenly I was arrested one day, and do you know why it happened in the first place? Many people mm, underestimated the suffering that I was suffering or pain, whatever it is. Okay, many people underestimated the trouble, challenges, or suffering or pain, whatever you name it. Okay, that I was going through. I was in an ashram called Shivananda Dhanvantari Ashram in Kerala. Okay, and due to some circumstances, I had to leave the ashram. In fact, the truth is, I was asked to leave the ashram, and I was actually very popular those days, and many people were jealous of me because I was taking Sanskrit lessons to people. I'm going to tell you the complete truth about what happened. Okay, see, I was literally homeless before coming to ashram. I was so grateful that I found a wonderful ashram. But there were few people, okay, especially North Indians. Okay, it was like these North Indian people were ruling the ashram, volunteers. Most of them were North Indians. In front of me, they will talk something like in Hindi. I wouldn't understand anything. I can speak English. I could speak with German people who come there. I could speak with people from USA. I could speak with people from whatever, even Africa, Australia, Africa, USA. You know, you name it. France, Germany, Russia. Okay, I could speak with everybody, and they could understand me. But these North Indian people, see, I don't have anything against North Indian people, but I think they kind of spoiled my life there. Okay, I'm pretty sure about it. For some reason, I have respect to everybody. Okay, I don't discriminate when it comes to spirituality. One thing that I noticed, okay, after my own spiritual experiences, one thing that I noticed as a very bad problem in the world is this discrimination. Okay, discrimination based on caste, religion, area, language. Like for example, Hindi. At the moment, I'm not really. So what I was saying, yeah. So I have. I hope I don't get another missed call. I got two missed calls right now. See, the thing is, I was talking about Shivananda Ashram, right? Yes, I was asked to leave. Okay. One minute, okay. I'm going to actually going to pause this video for some time, okay. சொல்லு ப்ரோ. ப்ரோ நான் காலைல பேசுறேன் ப்ரோ. கொஞ்சம் அப்செட்டா இருந்துச்சு. ஏன்? ஆ, ஆ. ரூம்ல தான் இருக்கு இப்போ. என்னாச்சு? கூட யாரும் இல்ல. நான் மட்டும் தான் இருக்கேன். வெளியில அந்த கேரளாக்காரன் மட்டும் இருக்காரு அவ்வளவுதான். ஆ, ம், ம், ம். சரி, ஓகே, ஓகே. ஓகே. ம். ஓகே. ம், 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 ம். புரியுது ப்ரோ. ஓகே, ஓகே. புரியுது, புரியுது. ஆமா, ஆமா. ஆ, ம், 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 ஆ, ம், ம், ம். ஆம். ஓகே, ஓகே ப்ரோ. இல்ல ப்ரோ. அது மட்டும் இல்ல. கொஞ்சம் வந்து இப்போ ரொம்ப கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா தான் இருக்குது. நான் சொல்றேன் அத முன்னாடியே. நான் வந்து கொஞ்சம் அந்த சொன்னேன்ல அந்த பேமெண்ட் வேற வரல. அது வேற என்ன பண்ணணும்னு நமக்கு தெரியல. ஏன்னா வந்து ப்ரோ என்னன்னா 1 நம்பர் பேமெண்ட் ப்ரோ. அவர் வந்து என்னன்னா ம், 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 ம். சரி, ஓகே. ம், ம், ம். சரி, ஓகே. ம். ஓகே, ஓகே. அப்படியா? சரி, ஓகே. ம், ம், ம். சரி, ஓகே ப்ரோ. ம். சரி, ஓகே ப்ரோ. ஒண்ணும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. ஓகே. ம், 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 ம். இல்ல, இல்ல, இல்ல. ம். ஓ! ஆ. ம், 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 ம். ஆ, ஓகே. புரியுது, புரியுது. ம், ம். சரி, ஓகே ப்ரோ. ம், 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 ம். ஆமாமா. ஓகே, ஓகே. ம், ம், ம். ஆ, ம், ம், ம். இல்ல ப்ரோ. ம், 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 ம். கண்டிப்பா. ம். சரி, ஓகே ப்ரோ. சரி, ஓகே. ஓகே, ஓகே. ம். ஓகே. ஓகே, ஓகே. ம், ம். சரி, சரி, ஓகே. ம், ம். சரி, ஓகே ப்ரோ. ம். சரி, ஓகே, ஓகே. ஓகே, ஓகே. ஓகே. ம், ஆ. ம். சரி, ஓகே ப்ரோ. ம். ஆ. ம். 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 சரி, ஓகே, ஓகே. ஆ. ம். ம். ஓகே, ஓகே, ஓகே. ஆ. ம். ம். இந்த குப்பையெல்லாம் வந்து ப்ரோ, இந்த குப்பையெல்லாம் வந்து நான் வந்து இந்த கீழ டஸ்ட்பின்ல போட்டுட்டு இருந்தேன். ஆமாமா. ம். அப்புறம் சஞ்சய் ஒரு நாள் வந்து இதெல்லாம் போட நீங்க வந்து பேக்ல போட்டுருக்கேன்னுங்க. அந்த பேக்க தான் கொண்டு போனாங்க இப்போ கீழ. புரியுதா? அந்த பேக் தான் வந்து நானும் நான் இவங்க இந்த பசங்கள்ட்ட நெறைய பேர் நெறைய தடவ சொல்லிட்டேன் அவங்கள்ட்ட. எதுக்கு என்ன எப்பவும் இப்ப நீங்க சொன்னாலும் அதே மாரி தான். அவன் போட்டது, இவன் போட்டது அப்டிம்பாங்க. அவங்க தான் சாப்பிடுறாங்க. நான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கேன். 3 வேளையும் அவங்க தான் வந்து பார்சல் வாங்கி சாப்பிடுவாங்க. நானும் எப்போவாவது பார்சல் வாங்கி சாப்பிடுவேன். ஓகேவா? இவனுங்க 3 வேளையும் வந்து நான் சொல்லியாச்சு. சரி நானும் அதே மாரி தான் சரி சின்ன பசங்க ஒண்ணும் புரிஞ்சுக்க கூடாதுன்னு விட்டேன் அதுக்கப்புறம். என்ன பண்றது வேற ஒண்ணும் அவங்கள்ட்ட ம், ம். ஆ சரி. ஓகே, ஓகே. ஆ. ம், ம், ம். சரி. ஓகே, ஓகே. ம், ம். சரி. ஓகே. ம். ஆ ஓகே, ஓகே. நான் பார்க்குறேன், பார்க்குறேன். பிஎம்எஸ்ல 3 தடவ கால் பண்ணிட்டேன் நான் கிட்டத்தட்ட. அவன் நேத்து என்ன சொன்னான்னா, என்ட்ட வந்து "யூ ஆர் கன்ஃப்யூஸ்டு. நீங்க தான் கன்ஃப்யூஸ் ஆயிட்டீங்க" அப்படிங்கிற மாரி சொன்னான். நான் கன்ஃப்யூஸ்லாம் ஆகல. எங்களுக்கு தெரியும் நல்லா. ஏன்னா ஒரு சாஃப்ட்வேர் நானும் சாஃப்ட்வேர்லாம் கோடிங்லாம் பண்ணியிருக்கேன். புரியுதா? எனக்கு ஓரளவுக்கு மறந்து போச்சு அதெல்லாம். ஒரு பட்டன கிளிக் பண்ணோம்னா ஸ்கிரிப்ட் எழுதியிருப்பாங்க. அந்த பட்டன் வந்து ஒர்க் ஆகணும் அவ்வளோதான். அந்த பட்டனே ஒர்க் ஆகல அப்படின்னா, சரி இருக்கும். அத நான் பார்க்குறேன். ம். சரி ஓகே ப்ரோ. ஆ. ம். ஆ ஓகே, ஓகே. ஆ. ம். 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 சரி ஓகே. ஆ. ம். சரி ஓகே. சரி ஓகே, ஓகே. ஆ. ம். சரி ஓகே, ஓகே, ஓகே. சரி ஓகே, ஓகே. ஓகே, ஓகே ப்ரோ. ம். ஓகே ப்ரோ. சரி ஓகே, ஓகே. ஒண்ணும் பிரச்சனை இல்ல. ஓகே ப்ரோ. ஓகே. ஆ. ஆ. ம். ஓகே. ஆ. சரி ஓகே. ஆ. ஆ. ஓகே, ஓகே. ஆ. ம். ஓகே. ம். ம். ஆ. 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 ஆமாமா. ம். ம். சரி ஓகே. புரியுது, புரியுது. ஆ. ம். ஆ ஓகே. ஆ. சரி ஓகே ப்ரோ. ஆ. ஓகே, ஓகே. ஆ. சரி ஓகே ப்ரோ. ம். சரி ஓகே. பை. பை. I'm very sorry, okay, because I was talking to my friend who's also offered a job, okay. But yeah, that is a different story. I'm not going to go into that, okay. But I'm extremely sorry because I get a lot of phone calls these days, okay. And I got another phone for my work. This is for my work. This is not for my personal use. I am still using a very outdated phone, a phone that is bought with more than 3 years for my work, for my YouTube videos, for my personal reasons, okay. So yeah, I have got a few comments already. Okay, can you first? I mean, I can read this question. Okay, see, the main purpose of this video is about my experiences in prison. But sometimes I take decisions to deviate from the topic, and always thought about this, because I always thought about clarifying certain things that I said in my recent post regarding the sense of purpose and the peace of mind, right? And this guy is anonymous for some reason. Can you explain what exactly you were talking about in the recent post and what did you mean by sense of purpose? Being single, how do you deal with sexual desires? Or this is unrelated question, I think. Or do you have any after enlightenment? How does it change? Okay. The first question, that is exactly what I'm going to do right now, because first I have to talk about the prison experiences. But one thing that I'll answer this question. Okay, see, the thing is, whatever I'm speaking about, you cannot understand it much, because um, I know my experience after what happened to me in 2014 and before 2014. Okay, before 2014, my experience of the world was completely different. But after 2014, okay, it was like already many people are asking this question. Okay, so if I'm awakened now, what should I do? So there should be some sense of purpose to motivate your actions. This might not apply to world situations. You would never ever understand me, especially the guy who was asking this question. I think he's very, very young. And sometimes I feel frustrated. Okay, you grow up, man. Okay, first grow up to be an adult, and then you ask these questions. Spirituality might be a long way for you. You are intellectually looking at these things. Okay, in a normal for a normal person, sense of purpose and peace of mind. Let me tell you one thing. Okay, why do many people say that they do not have peace of mind? Because the sense of purpose is too much. Maybe I'm using a wrong word for this. Okay, but people have a task list to do. Okay, I have to do this, I have to do that. They have dreams, so they do not feel happy unless they achieve all those dreams. Whatever you desire, you have to achieve them, and until then you will not have peace of mind. So when you have so much desires, when you have a sense of purpose, my purpose is to do this, my is to achieve that, my purpose is to build a house, my purpose is to have a family, my purpose is to make a lot of money, my purpose in this existence is to have tons of people working under me. When you have so many purposes, so many things to do in this world, will you have peace of mind? No, right? So when you have sense of purpose which is so thick, you will not have peace of mind. But on the other hand, when you are spiritually awake, you will have extreme peace of mind, which is what happened in my case. And then you will not know what to do. Now you need a sense of purpose. Do you understand? And I explained this in my book already. Like for a lot of people do not read my first book. I don't know. Like even if they read my first book, they forget about it. Because whenever I face any question, one thing that I understand is, okay, I already discussed this in my first book. Why don't you read it? Because this is exactly what I said in my first book. Okay. After my awakening experience, for a few months, I did not know what to do. Okay. And then I kind of got a sense of purpose. Okay. I'm coming to office, I have to make a sales. So you have to understand this question very deeply. Okay. It is no point in just coming up with a lot of questions, too many comments, without even trying to do a basic homework about what the work that I have done. Okay. So yes, I was very much disappointed about the way people behave and even judged me too much. Okay. You They didn't know what I was going through. So I told you, right? Let me go back to uh, the previous topic that I was talking about. Okay, so yes, I was very popular in Shivananda Ashram. I was taking a lot of Sanskrit classes. Many things also happened. Okay, some personal things, but it was not very serious. Okay, in fact, I don't see. I mean, I have my sense of judgment intact. Okay, so I think the main problem is a lot of these North Indian people. I don't have anything against them, but they had something against me. I know that for sure. Okay, that is exactly the reason why I had to leave the ashram, because these North Indian people were like ruling the whole ashram. Some Hindi people, they will always speak in Hindi. They will not speak in English. German people will speak in English. Italian people will speak in English. Russian people will speak in English. Okay, American will speak in English. South African, Chinese and Japanese will speak in English to me, but these North Indian people will speak in Hindi. Even to me, they will speak in Hindi. What's the point, man? I don't know Hindi. Okay, so why do you? I mean, this is exactly what is the problem in India. Okay, they think Hindi should be everything. You should know Hindi, otherwise you die. Why should I die? I don't have any reason to learn Hindi, man. Can you understand me? I know Tamil. I know English, and I know basic Sanskrit. What the what else do you want? Why should I even learn Hindi? I was, you can write this down, remember this. I was asked to leave the ashram because many Hindi people were jealous of me. This is the truth. I explained this to the director. I mean, director might have a different reason. If you contact you can contact the director if you want. Okay, it is Shivananda Ashram. In he will tell you some different reason. I know. Shivananda Ashram கிளிகளும் கிழிச்சிருவானா. புரியுதா? Do you understand this? So he might give you a different reason for this. If you contact him, Shivananda Ashram is for you to explore. You can go and stay as a volunteer. I mean, as a guest, not a volunteer. Okay, you can stay as a guest. If you go for a dormitory accommodation, it will cost you 500 rupees per day. It is an excellent ashram, but it is so unfair that they asked me to leave. They simply threw my. I mean, they didn't even care. Okay, they literally threw me out of the ashram, and I did not deserve this. First of all, you did not know how severe this was because I was homeless, and I did my best in the ashram. I came up with a lot of new initiatives in the ashram. I took Sanskrit classes. There were problems and errors in Sanskrit slogas that they were teaching. I made corrections in them. It is very natural that they were jealous of me. I'm telling you the truth, guys. This is exactly what happened in Shivananda Ashram. So, what happened after? Do you know? I did not have anywhere to go. I had to beg. And people underestimate homelessness. When you're homeless, especially when you have done all this to the society, when you have written a book, when you have done so much homework to research about a lot of topics about religions, you have done everything, right? You have done, I have written two books. I'm not saying that because I've done some excellent job. I am saying that because I was true to my motivation and I was true to my spirit. Okay. I don't know. I only know this much English. Okay. Then what happened was I did not have much money. I put a room nearby in Katakada. It was a nearby town. Okay. I did not have much money. I had to pay 600 rupees. So I was literally begging people, and they did not understand me. This is a problem. They did not understand. At one point of time, I lost everything. I lost my phone. I didn't lose my phone. I lost my Aadhaar card. I lost my ATM card, and I lost my original certificates, school certificates. And I am in the streets. At some point of time, I ended up, because of having no place to go, because of having no shelter, I was roaming in Trivandrum just like a homeless person. Okay, I could not take bath. I could not go to toilet. I was begging for food in the shops. I even asked in the shops, okay, please, I did not eat this morning. I did not eat. Can you imagine the situation? So how harsh was the world to me? I was not angry with the world just because I was suffering. I was angry with the world and this humanity because just like me, so many people are suffering. Do you get this point? I was homeless. Do I deserve this homelessness? Is it actually wrong for a financial assistant for donation when I am suffering? Tell me. See, people. That is exactly why I'm criticizing all these fake gurus like Sadhguru Jagi was. He is an absolute con man. I can tell you from my experience. I respected him so much in the early days. Okay, I thought that Jagi Vasudev, or Sadhguru, okay, was the biggest leader. He can save the humanity, and I was addicted to it. And later on, I exposed him, and I know many people till date agree that nobody has exposed this guy. And even now, sometimes I get calls from idiots who cannot stop talking. Okay, they will talk non-stop for 1 hour. One guy even told me, okay, he doesn't know what I'm going through, right? He thinks he's intelligent. He commented, okay, even enlightened people don't see those patterns, like because this idiot called me last week. He gave me 1 hour talk regarding Sadhguru. Why do you think that Sadhguru is not Sat? He's a bullshit man. He's a crap. And I have been telling this to the world. I've exposed him completely. Until now, all these idiots are falling for this fake guru. So when I see all these things, when somebody is too honest, even now, okay, So even now, I'm being very, very honest with you. Okay. So yes. So at some point, I went to the prison. Okay. After all this, after being homeless, because I was sleeping in bus stand, I was sleeping in railway station, and police warned me. And sometimes people even find it unbelievable. How did you end up in police station? Some people even stopped interacting with me. Do you think I will go ahead and snatch somebody's mobile phone? This is the case that was put on me. Okay, I went to the police station, but first I was happy because I was very, very hungry those days. Okay, so I thought, okay, maybe I should go to a jail. So when I went to a jail, I was actually partially happy because okay, they will provide me food, right? They will provide me clothes, right? Because that is exactly what I thought. Trust me, because my situation was so worse, I could not eat. That is exactly the reason why I was very harsh to many people, and those people blocked me because there was a rich guy in the United States. Okay, he bought my book. When he bought my book, he was very. You read my book and tell me what do you think. Okay, if you have read my book 2 years before, read it again right now. I'm telling you, if you have, please, this is very, very important. If you are following me because of my book, if you know me because you read my book, and if you read my book 2 years ago, read the same book again, because that is the best book that I have ever written. I have written a couple of books, and I even written a book in Tamil, but that is the best book. And till now, whenever I have a problem with something, okay, I can reference my book. In this book, in the first book, I have already addressed this, right? So go ahead and read my first book, and you should really know, because many people after they heard that I went to prison and everything, they thought that maybe okay, see, I will make a part 2 video of this. It is getting late right now. Okay, I'm also going to sleep and I have some more work to do. Okay, but contemplate on this. Do not try to hesitate to help a person who is absolutely homeless. Okay, this is exactly what I was disappointed about this world. How can you ignore somebody? See, I'm not being proud of myself, okay? I'm just telling you the truth. Yes, I did make some contribution to this world, right? As a person. So, how can you ignore somebody when he is financially struggling? Then you yourself admitted that you are thankful for that work. You forget it because one guy, I can never forget him, okay? I can never ever forget him. What happened was this guy was working in Facebook. He I have to admit one thing, okay, he donated a lot of money, but I think it doesn't mean anything to him. Okay. Probably he was very arrogant about donating me money. Okay. He was gaining some kind of respect for himself, okay, some ego. This is what I call a spiritual ego. It is not even a spiritual ego, it is like ego that comes from helping others. I'm helping a lot of people. So I'm a big person, I'm a kind person. He himself used to tell me many times, do you know how compassionate I am? And at some point of time, he started to irritate me. Okay, and you have no idea what kind of unfair things he said to me. It is the same guy who, after reading my book, he said, "Your book is." This is the exact phrase he said. Your book is unput downable. I cannot put down your book at all. He immediately transferred. That was during lockdown. Okay, in 2020. He had so much respect for me those days. Okay, the thing is, he lost the respect after saying that I am just a common man, right? I'm not an author. He first thought that I am a big author. I'm not a big author. I just read. I'm a common man who wrote a book, and the book was hit. Okay, everybody liked those book, and some people even commented about that book. Okay, this is an unknown guy. That is the truth. I'm an unknown, simple who was living in Tirunelveli when I published that book. Okay, so it is not that I am a great author or anything like that. He thought so. Okay, I'm not a great author. I have not published many, many books. I have published one book, and that book, go ahead and check the reviews of those books. Read each and every review. You will understand the depth that I have gone into in those books. And till now, whatever that I said in those books, till now, if you tell me anything about me, okay, why are you doing this? Refer my book. I have answered this. Especially refer the last chapter, one of the last chapters where I have addressed about my own journey. Okay, so yes, let me end this. Okay, because I don't want to, because I have my own time, I have to go to the bathroom. Otherwise, they can keep talking. Okay, I have a lot of other commitments. Um, I think one thing I will end by saying this. Okay, the title of this video was my experiences in prison, and I know that I haven't talked about my experience in prison at all. Okay, but it is like the first part. Okay, maybe it requires a lot of parts. It does require it. Okay, நான் வச்சு செய்யறேன் அவ்வளவுதான். புரியுதா? Did you understand? வச்சு செய்யறேன் means I will do it step by step. Okay, let me see.